Hey, what's going on, Spurs family? Welcome to Spurs Talk with the Hanu. You know how I give it up. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. This is the day after the Toronto versus Spurs. We took a L last night, and look, I'm unhappy about that. There's a lot of things that we didn't do well down the stretch. Our important decisions wasn't made going down the stretch, and that kind of bothered me a bit. Watching it, kind of was annoyed. Again, we started off well. First half was brilliant, but we still can't put together a full game, which is expected with this young team, as I said before. But the key thing going down the stretch is the obvious that everybody noticed is that Victor wasn't getting the ball. And it's not about Victor getting the ball, it's about him getting the ball in the right positions. I think going down the stretch, I just only thing I could think about is Tim Duncan. When we had Tim Duncan, we was going down the stretch. We started slowing the ball down. We had like what, a 6 point lead. We seen that they was on fire. And I could just remember in those, what we would do in those times is we would slow the ball down, and we'll pass Tim Duncan the ball on the block. Either he's going to draw a foul, score, or he's going to draw a double team, and we'll get an open look. But we didn't do that. I mean, Victor didn't really touch the ball in the important moments of that game, and he's probably was the best scorer on the court. We know Keldon Johnson can score, but we get more easy baskets. Nobody's going to double team Keldon Johnson. They're going to double team Victor, and that opens up the whole team. And we wasn't doing that. Our decisions was to throw it down low to Collins against Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl is a great post defender. He's a great post defender. And yes, Collins is good. Collins is good on a block. But what's the chances of him scoring on Jakob Poeltl? And what's the chances of us getting an open look if we pass it to Victor on the block? Or Victor scoring? Victor has a higher chance of scoring on the person that's defending him, or he getting double teamed and he getting an open look for another player, than Collins going at Jakob Poeltl in the post. That was like a bad decision. Also on the inbounding play, I don't know what we were doing on that inbounds play. The thing is, what I would have did in that last inbounds play, I would have had Victor stand at the 3-point line. It's simple. It's just simple basketball. You don't have to make things difficult when you got a player like Victor. And you do a back screen of some sort real fast. You don't have to have all this extra stuff going on and then have him cutting late. Just back screen and Victor sprint to the basket. Sprint to the basket. We're going to throw it up towards the basket. All right? And at the very least, it will probably be a tip and clock expires or whatnot. They wouldn't have got another look at it, right? They wouldn't have had another look than Sohan just throwing it straight to the defender and him calling a timeout. It's a lot of decisions like that cost us the game. Of course, we missed Devin Vassell, obviously his scoring capabilities. Like I said, he's one of our consistent scorers. He can make difficult shots. He has a different part of his game that nobody has on the perimeter except for Victor. So I think he can create a shot better than anybody on the team, Devin Vassell, next to Victor, which we wasn't giving him the ball, which is, like I said, we all know what Keldon Johnson going to do. What they say, he's like a bull in the china shop. So we already know how to defend him. If you're in a we don't have to double team. We know what he's going to do. But people like players like Victor and Devin Vassell, they have so much more to their game. So, of course, we miss Devin Vassell, which also reported by Popovich by the San Antonio Express News, is that he could return sooner, not later. So that's good news for Devin Vassell. But we didn't lose that game because of Devin Vassell, because we had a 20-something point lead, 22-point lead. We lost this game because bad decisions was made down the stretch. Poor decisions was made. It's not calling 2 timeouts back to back like that. I didn't like that, because that's probably what made Sohan panic and throw the ball away that last moment. If we'd have kept the extra timeout, I don't even know why they use back to back timeouts. It's like it don't take all that time. You have somebody that's 7-4. You don't have to see what that team. Oh, they got that lineup out. Okay, we're gonna do this. We don't have to see that. You have somebody that's 7-4. Give him a back cut. Give him a back pick and have him go darting to the basket, and you throw it up there. Either he's going to get it or it's going to get tapped, whatever, but time is going to expire. Nobody's going to have a free grab at the ball with enough time to call timeout. And that's what I'm talking about. Because if we would have kept the timeout, then he would have called timeout instead of throwing the ball away. And then you draw it up again, and maybe you have a different shot at saying, okay, we try to be too sophisticated here. Let's simplify it. Somebody give Victor a pick, and we're going to throw a lob up at the rim. Like even if Toronto Raptors was preparing for that, the guy is 7-4. Lob it up there, lob it up there and see what happens. I was just shocked that they was trying to be too sophisticated. All that movement and all that, as Sohan over there counting the seconds in his head. Okay, when it's going to be 5 seconds, and he just panicked and threw the ball away because there was no timeouts. Simplify the game. I don't even think Popovich drew it up. To be honest, I don't think Popovich drew up that play. If you look at it, when they showed the cameras during the timeout, it was somebody else sitting in the chair drawing up the play, and Popovich was looking over top of it. So somebody else drew up that play. It makes sense because I'm pretty sure Popovich wouldn't have got that sophisticated on a play like that. But then again, Popovich okayed it. It's a lot of poor decisions down the stretch. But one thing for certain, we have to learn to give Victor the ball in moments like this. In moments like this, we have to slow the game down. Say, hey, if we give, it ain't like he was being guarded by somebody that was 7 foot. He was being guarded by somebody that was like what, 6'8", 6'9". They would have sent the double team. He's going to get double teamed all year round. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure Popovich was thinking that. I have no idea what the plan was. But I can just think back. Like, I remember we had Tim Duncan. When games got real close and other teams got hot, we slowed the game down and we passed it on the block. Simple. What was it called? 4 down? That's what it was called? Just slow it down. Give Duncan the ball. He's going to get double teamed. Just prepare to shoot. And if he don't get double teamed, Duncan go to work. Victor ain't Tim Duncan, but he's going to get double teamed. He's going to get double teamed. The moments he scored the ball in the fourth quarter, or particularly in that overtime, he had his foot in the paint. He's 7'4" with his foot in the paint. He just shot right over. You don't have to be an all-time great like Tim Duncan to be able to do that when you're 7'4". So he was going to see a double team. We up 5-6 in that fourth quarter going down the stretch. I don't see why we didn't slow it up. Give Victor the ball. I don't even look, if the coach said do something else, you go off script. Say, okay, I hear you, Pop, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Victor on that block, and if they come in double team, we're going to be ready. But the Sohan isolations and all that, it was unnecessary. Too complicated. Basketball is simple. We complicated things. We overcomplicated things. We ain't have to do all that motion. Yeah, it looks good. But let's get it to our bread and butter. We know we're going to get an open shot giving Victor the ball on the block. We know we getting an open shot. They was double teaming them the entire game. So we know we're going to get that double team. Give him the ball, slow it up, kill this clock, and get the best shot available. I don't think we got a good shot available. I don't think we had a good shot going down that stretch. I don't think one shot was a shot that I could say, oh, that was nice. That was a good shot. Everything looked forced, discombobulated. It wasn't structured. That's what lost us the game. We couldn't, when they turned up their defense, we oversimplified things. We overcomplicated things, I should say. Not oversimplified, overcomplicated things. What we should have did is simplified it. Okay, they playing us hard. Let's not panic. We got something that they don't got. We got somebody that's unique. And just because he's unique doesn't mean like, oh, let's have him on the perimeter. No. Let's get down to the basics. He's 7'4". Let's get him on the block. Let's use that part of his game. We don't have to give him the ball on the perimeter all the time. We understand he's unique, but in these times, simplify it. He's 7'4", being guarded by somebody that's like 6'9". Let's get him on the block. Let's see how they handle this. We don't have to. We can tell Toronto what we're gonna do. Yeah, Toronto. Yeah, we about to give it to Victor on the block. Let's see how y'all handle that. That's what we got, and that's what we didn't use going down that stretch. And I expect that that's not going to happen again. I expect that that the next game we play. I don't even know what this is on the screen. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. But I guarantee the next game we're going to play, they're going to give Victor the ball on the block if a situation like that happens again. Unless it's a 7, unless he being, they're going to give him the ball on the block if a situation like that happens again. Because ain't no way we giving the ball to Collins to go against Jakob Poeltl, who is a excellent post defender. What are the chances? That kind of blew my mind. What are the chances Collins scoring on Jakob? And what are the chances that we get a good shot if we give the ball to Victor on the block? Who made that call? Was it the players doing their own thing, making their own calls? Because that would be alarming. Or did it come from the coaching staff? That's quite alarming as well. For Victor not to touch the ball that often is what cost us that game. That cost us the game. And that's all I have. We have a game tonight, so I'll make sure I'll see y'all tomorrow for not post game thoughts. I used to do post game thoughts last year, and I don't have time for it with classes. So we have a game tonight. Hopefully we win. Hopefully we play better. It's against Indiana. Indiana is a tough team. Every team is going to be tough. But I talk to y'all tomorrow on my day after thoughts. So make sure everybody have a good day. Stay safe. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And if y'all don't do that, can y'all at least share the page, show love, share. Everybody's welcome here. Peace and blessings. And I am out of here.